Hey reviewers, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, my name is Jonathan and welcome to Reviews. And today we're back with Chandlers BMW in Portslade and we're looking at the brand new 2021 BMW M1000Rr. Let's take a closer look. And there she is, guys, the 2021 BMW M1000Rr. What an absolute beauty. So what I'm going to do is give you a bit of a walk and talk of the bike here, go through what's new, what they've changed for it, how they've revised the engine, increased the power and torque. And then if I've got time as well, I'm going to take out the S1000RR M Sport to give you a bit of a feel for what it's like on the road. Let's go. Right, so let's start with the main bike than the chassis. I mean, she looks absolutely incredible, as you can see. Now, this one starts from basically just over 30 grand, but it also has the M competition package on here as well, which gives you all of the carbon goodness, including the carbon wheels there. You've got the billet switch gear and rear sets, but I'll run through those bits separately. So just starting with the main bike then, they've managed to keep the weight down and in fact reduce it a bit further. So it's now 193 kilograms and that's fully fueled. So it's a very light bike. Now, they've achieved that by reducing some of the weight in the exhaust system, which is now fully titanium. And that was the bulk of the weight. They've also increased the strength of the internal combustion engine as well. So they've increased the strength of the engine by replacing the rods there, so they're now titanium, upgrading the pistons on there. They've just shaved little bits off here and there, but ultimately they've managed to increase the power of the engine to 212 horsepower and increase the torque as well, even from the S1000 up from 100 Newton meters to 113 Newton meters of torque. Speaking of the engine then, so this one's now got an increased red line, so it makes its max power, which is 212 at 15,100 RPM. That's 500 up on the M Sport. And max torque, which is 113 Newton meters, is now going to be up to 11,000 RPM. So you've got huge power right from low down, from as low as 4.5 all the way through the rev range. So that's going to shoot you out of corners much quicker. And when you factor in the extra weight saving on this bike as well, yeah, super competitive for the track. Right, so let's start with the front of the bike then. So I mentioned this one's got the competition pack on it. So you've got the carbon wheels front and rear. And the brakes on this bike are different to the traditional S1000. These are actually proper M developed brakes now from BMW M department. And that's paired with 320 ventilator discs on the front and 220 on the back. On the back of the bike, there's your another M division caliper there as well. There's your 220 vented disc. So I just want to go through some of the standard specification bits for you here as well. On the front of the bike, you can see this has now got the taller windscreen, or the windshield high as BMW call it. So it's definitely going to help for day-to-day riding, but also for track days massively. You've got BMW ABS and ABS Pro as standard, 7 riding modes, including rain, road, dynamic, 3 race modes as well. Dynamic traction control, hill start control, yeah, all of the goodies basically. Gear shift assist pro, that's a good one, so quick shifter up and down of course. LED lighting all round, that hasn't changed, those are the same, but you have got all of these carbon goodness at the front, so these are the winglets. Now those winglets actually produce 1.7 kilograms of downforce for the bike, so again, very performance focused and massively useful on the track. Again, the standard, this one comes with heated grips, which is a nice luxury to have. LED lights front and back, cruise control, you get the M lightweight battery as well, and the M chassis kit with height adjustment and swing arm pivot. Moving on to the suspension then. Now, although this is still Mazzocchi suspension front and rear, it has been revised for this bike completely. In fact, the rear shock is entirely different, but it's fully adjustable. And if I just show you up here, fully adjustable suspension front and rear. And you can see the rear shock's actually quite different. It's a Mazzocchi unit. I'm going to walk you around, and here on the other side, you see there, that's where your compression is. You can change your adjustment levels, preload, have it to suit. This one's also got the M Performance chain on there, the competition chain, your quick shifter. As you can see, lots of M goodies here. These are the billet cast rear sets, and these are also adjustable, but what you can also do, even on the standard one, without going for the M pack, that's adjustable as well. So much carbon on this bike, absolutely beautiful. In terms of the rear sets here then, you've got adjustment on both sides, even as standard, but these are the M parts on there and they look absolutely gorgeous. The detail is absolutely stunning. And here's all your M goodness at the front there. Protector, and obviously the brake lever. Again, detail on these, absolutely stunning. Even heated grips. Oh, suit you, sir. 6.5-inch TFT for the screen there. There's all your switch gear, but there's your digital traction control, which you can do on the fly as well. So yeah, absolutely stunning. What a beautiful bike. Just to show you the difference between the new M1000 and the S1000 in terms of that suspension. There's your rear shock on an S1000RR. So you can see the exhaust system is completely different as well, and that's what they've shaved off over 4 kg. So yeah, I think that exhaust system looks lovely. You can tell it's titanium and welded as well to meet Euro 5 regulations. You can get a few extras for the bike as well, such as a radiator guard, the tinted windscreen on there, M tyre warmers, M data logger, and lap trigger timer, and even an M cover kit. But yeah, absolute beauty. You never know, one day soon we might get to ride one of these, but for now, let's see if I can take out this beauty, take you for a bit of a spin. Okay guys, we've got a slight break in the weather, so fingers crossed. Chandlers have given me the opportunity to take out the S1000 M Sport RR. Let's do it. Woo! Beautiful. Beautiful start up there. Lovely. Right, still going to go crazy today guys, just going to give you a bit of a feel for it. Let's do it. Please give us a break, weather. Please give us a break. Quite, it's been a wee while since I've been anything this sporty. Just quickly while we're stopped as well, so menu system, push down, got the scroll wheel, we put it into the sport dials. There you go. So again, traditional speedometer, tachometer right in the middle though, so more kind of track focused on this one. Brake ferocity and force that you've used there, how much traction control is coming into play, and in the middle there, that's your lean angles, left and right. Which is very interesting if you want to get into a game of how far over I can go. But not today guys, not today. You've got lots of room on this seat actually. I could move back quite far so you can tuck in. Now just for reference guys, I am tall, 6'4", quite a big chap, so you know, even for me, ergonomics are actually pretty nice, very roomy actually. You can scoot right back, get tucked in. Oh dear. Now we've got the quick shifter up and down. I'm not going to use it until the bike's a little bit warmer, but buttery smooth on BMWs, absolutely awesome. If you've never tried one out and you're in the market, definitely give these a whirl. Some of the best I would say. We might get lucky with the weather chaps. I've got a horrible feeling we're going to get up on the roads I want to get you to and it's going to start tipping it down. Not that I'm afraid of riding in it, it's not that, it's just it doesn't normally make for great videos. And as fun as the game of watching the traction control light come on is, again, it's not recommended. It's not recommended. Oh, you get a lovely induction noise, even from a tiny bit of throttle. Beautiful. Now there will be some national speed limit bits guys, if I get the time, obviously I can give you a bit more beans, but there's a lot of casual drivers out, you know, enjoying their day as well, so we've got to be respectful. That might be a bit too casual, I'll be honest with you, so there's a potential opportunity to overtake. Oh, I love the view of that. Isn't that nice? Alright, so we get into our tucked in position. It's going to be something like that. So 6'4" guy, yeah, still very, very comfortable. I mean, we're not even going to get close to testing the limits of this bike today. Not even close. Not even close. You know, this is a very highly focused track weapon. Very highly focused. And just as I say it, the rain's coming in.
Yeah, needless to say guys, through the corners, effortless, absolutely effortless, and she's so light. Quick shifter, nice and easy. Yeah, she's keen, very keen. Wow, what a sound, what a sound, beautiful. The confidence this bike gives you through the corners is insane, and we're not even getting close to what it can do, not even close. And you've got to think this bike's got a lot of clever technology going for it as well. So you've got the 6-axis IMU, you've got obviously ABS and traction control, but you've got cornering ABS, cornering traction control, with manageable levels or custom levels depending on what you want to do. Obviously the race track modes, they're going to be fantastic as well. You can really set the bike as you want. For those who didn't know, the XR, S1000RR, has the same engine with the omission of the shift cam technology, and they retuned it. So, you know, this bad boy makes 207 horsepower, the XR makes 165. But the XR, for those who don't know, makes more torque than this does, lower down. So if you're thinking of an XR, then I've done a full review on that as well. Check it out. And I own one myself, so I can really tell you what they're about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's going to sound like for you guys, but it is quite windy, weather's picking up, so today's not a full review, but it's great just to get you out on the bike and get you a kind of feel for it. Dimensions are pretty much the same, but we haven't even tapped into the potential of this machine. Honestly, it's insane, and it's so well planted, it is absolutely glued to the road. But it's nice to know that obviously a lot of people with experience will be, you know, throwing these around no problem, but having all of those safety features there working for you in the background as well, it's just going to enhance the experience and give you all of that confidence to inspire you to push further. On a track, these must be absolutely insane, and I tell you what, I'd love to hang off it and drop a knee, but it's never going to happen, you know. We just don't have the roads, we haven't got the space, we haven't got the speed limits. So yeah, sorry bike, I feel that to be fair we're not even slightly testing you, not even slightly. But I can tell you guys, on British roads, yeah, she's absolutely awesome. Very well behaved. And quite forgiving. And for those who aren't familiar with it as well, obviously you can switch your modes on the fly, you don't have to necessarily stop. So we're in dynamic, we just switch it there. There's your race mode, no point me using that, but there's your rain mode, so that restricts the torque and peak power as well, which, you know, if you're kind of getting used to the bike and maybe you're scrubbing in the tyres, you know, you want to just get used to it, that's a great mode to ride it in. And the next one up is road, so again it kind of softens things up a little bit, but you still get the main amount of power. Dynamic is going to sharpen everything up. Yeah, that rain's starting to come down proper now, which is a shame, but it's fine. We'll head back, we'll do another proper full review, so this isn't a review at all. We'll do a proper one, we'll get it booked in. Yeah, here comes the rain. That's a taste of the noise. We barely even used anything. Oh well, at least we got a little bit of a ride out. So obviously, just going back to the main event then, the M1000RR, it is a homologation special. You know, last year was a bit like the homologation special of the GR, but this year, 21, I reckon it's all about the M1000RR. because they really want to go for it now. So they've got new race team, new riders, and they are going for it. So they've committed fully. More power out of the engine, more torque, without sacrificing the ride, increase the RPM, reduce the weight. Yeah, upgraded the equipment, upgraded the suspension. What a machine. And that about wraps it up, guys. So we did a bit of a walk and talk of the M1000RR, which I hope you enjoyed. We'll do more on it as and when we can. But now we're back at Chandlers BMW. So thanks very much again, Ben and the team, for letting me do this today. Really appreciate it. And reviewers, I hope you liked the video. And if you did, don't be shy, give it a thumbs up, because that helps me out. And as always, stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you on the next one.